Hi, this is Arlen with another episode in iPhone 101. You know, the iPhone really only has one button, the home button. You press it, and you can slide to unlock your phone. We're now looking at the home screen on our iPhone, and a single tap of the home button will slide us to the left where we can do a quick search. If you're on another page of apps on your iPhone, pushing on the home button will take you to the home screen. The home button also has some powerful features. You can double tap it to go to the basement. And this is how you can multitask on the iPhone. Simply tap on one of the applications in the basement. Let me start multitasking. I'm going to double tap. And now I'm going to go to check mark. You can see that double tapping and switching to another application is really quick and really simple. If I double tap to go back to the basement, I can also close apps. I do that by simply holding down on an icon until they start jiggling. And I can tap on these red minus buttons to close the apps. One thing to note is you don't need to close apps unless your phone is acting a little bit strangely. Then you may want to close the apps that are running. Really, the iPhone only runs one app at a time, and the others are placed into hibernation mode. So closing apps is not necessary, contrary to what some people might tell you. One thing to note, make sure you close the apps in the basement and not on the home screen. If you tap on an icon in the home screen, it starts to jiggle, just like it does in the basement, but you get these black X's. If you tapped on one of these black X's, it would delete the app off of your phone. And that's not what we want. The basement on the iPhone also has a bunch of special features. Let me double tap the home button and go to the basement. If I slide from left to right, I get a music player. On the right, you see the icon of the app that's playing music. This could be the music app, like it is here, or Pandora, Safari, or any number of apps that play music in the background. And you can see I have my rewind, play, and fast forward buttons. And if I slide one more time from left to right, I get the volume slider and an AirPlay icon. But you may have noticed that there's one other control. Let me slide back and show this to you. This is called the orientation lock. And if I tap it, it will lock my device in portrait mode. Simply put, that means if I open apps that support multiple orientations, and when I rotate my iPhone, nothing happens. The Notes app doesn't go into landscape mode. It's locked. Let me double tap and uncheck that. Come back to the Notes app and see what happens when I rotate. The Notes app goes into the landscape mode. Let me rotate back. A good use for this portrait orientation lock is when I use my iPhone, I like to read in bed, and locking that orientation helps it so when I'm lying on my side, the iPhone doesn't keep flipping and changing orientations. The home button does one other thing. You've already seen it if you've watched some of my other videos. Hold down the home button and you can talk to Siri. Hope you've enjoyed these tips on the iPhone.